friends, I'm Dr. Vandi MS. Today I'm going to share with you regarding the remaining portion of Anemia Mukt Bharat which I shared in the previous video. Before going to today's topic, let me remind you all that if anybody watching this video not yet subscribe my channel, please do subscribe so that you will get all videos related to recent advances in medical field that I'll upload in this channel. Coming on to today's topic, as I already mentioned in the previous video, there is 6 into 6 into 6 strategy under Anemia Mukt Bharat. That is 6 beneficiaries, 6 interventions and 6 institutional mechanisms under this Anemia Mukt Bharat. That is 6 into 6 into 6 strategy. And the beneficiaries under this program are, there are in total 6 beneficiaries are there in this program. Number 1 is children belongs to 6 to 59 months of age. Number 2, children belongs to 5 to 9 years of age. Number 3, both adolescent boys and girls belongs to 10 to 19 years of age. Number 4, women of reproductive age group of 20 to 24 years in the initial phase. Later on will include up to 49 years of age. Okay, now only 20 to 24 years of age. Finally, pregnant women and lactating women. These are the 6 beneficiaries comes under Anemia Mukt Bharat. That is children 6 to 59 months of age, children 5 to 9 years of age, adults and boys and girls belongs to 10 to 19 years of age, women of reproductive age group 20 to 24 years of age, pregnant women and lactating women. Coming on to interventions, there are 6 interventions under this program. Number 1 is prophylactic iron and folic acid supplementation, then deworming, then intensified year-round behavior change communication campaign, then testing of anemia using digital methods and point of care treatment, mandatory provision of iron and folic acid fortified foods in public health programs. Finally, addressing non-nutritional causes of anemia in endemic pockets, mainly focusing on malaria, hemoglobinopathies and fluorosis. These are the 6 interventions that comes under Anemia Mukt Bharat. First one is prophylactic iron and folic acid supplementation. Okay, for this age group of 6 to 59 months age old children, the dose and regimen of iron and folic acid prophylactic supplementation is bi-weekly. Okay, bi-weekly of 1 ml IFA syrup, that is iron and folic acid syrup 1 ml, and each ml of IFA syrup contains 20 milligram of elemental iron and 100 microgram of folic acid. Okay, each ml of iron and folic acid contain 20 milligram of elemental iron and 100 microgram of folic acid. For the age group of 5 to 9 years, here only weekly. For 6 to 59 months of age, bi-weekly. Here weekly. Here we can start with tablet. Okay, one tablet of iron and folic acid, and each tablet containing 45 milligram of elemental iron and 400 microgram of folic acid. And another important thing with regards to this program is the tablets are in sugar coated. Why sugar coated means that it will increases the absorption of iron and folic acid. That's why sugar coated, and the color of this tablet is pink color. Okay, the pink color tablet, sugar coated, and each tablet containing 45 milligram of elemental iron and 400 microgram folic acid, and the weekly 1 iron and folic acid tablet. These are all for children 5 to 9 years of age. And for adults and girls and boys belong to 10 to 19 years of age, once again weekly 1 iron and folic acid tablet, and the dose is little bit bigger than when compared to other group, that is each tablet containing 60 milligram of elemental iron and 500 microgram folic acid, again sugar coated. The color also changes, blue color. Okay, for adolescents blue color, children 5 to 9 years of age pink color tablet. And for women of reproductive age group, non-pregnant and non-lactating women, again weekly 1 tablet of iron and folic acid, and each tablet containing 60 milligram elemental iron and 500 microgram folic acid, sugar coated tablet, and the color of the tablet is red color. Okay, what is the difference from what is the difference from National Iron Plus initiative is that earlier we use 100 milligram elemental iron. Now we started using 60 milligram of elemental iron. Okay, for pregnant women and lactating mothers up to 6 months, for lactating mothers, daily one iron and folic acid tablet that start from fourth month of pregnancy, that is from second trimester, continued throughout pregnancy, that is minimum of 180 days during pregnancy, and to be continued for 180 days postpartum. That is important. Earlier we have 100 days. Now in under Anemia Mukt Bharat started using for 180 days during pregnancy, starting from fourth month of pregnancy, and to be continued for 180 days postpartum. And each tablet containing the same dose of other women of reproductive age, that is 60 milligram elemental iron and 500 microgram folic acid, again sugar coated and red color. These are the prophylactic iron and folic acid supplementation. And coming into second intervention is deworming. Okay, deworming with albendazole. Okay, that's one of the cause for anemia. Worm infestation is one of the cause for anemia. That's why we are giving more importance for deworming. Okay, for children 12 to 59 months of age, biannual dose of 400 milligram albendazole, half tablet for children 12 to 24 months, and one tablet to children from 24 to 59 months of age. Okay, biannual dose of 400 milligram albendazole. And for children 5 to 9 years of age, then adolescent girls and boys, then women of reproductive age, that is for non-pregnant and non-lactating women, again biannual dose of 400 milligram albendazole, one tablet. Okay, one tablet for biannual dose 400 milligram. For pregnant women, one dose of 400 milligram albendazole, that is one tablet after the first trimester, preferably during the second trimester we have to give. These are all about deworming. The third intervention is intensified year-round behavior change campaign, behavior change communication campaign, that is solid body, smart mind. That is a theme. Okay, solid body, smart mind, including ensuring delayed cord clamping in newborns. Okay, these are the four main things under this. Okay, number one is compliance to IFA supplements and deworming will be promoted. Okay, we will promote compliance to IFA supplements and deworming. Number two is appropriate infant and young child feeding with emphasis on adequate and age appropriate complementary foods for children 6 months and above. Number three is increase intake of iron rich, protein rich, and vitamin C rich foods through dietary diversification or quantity or frequency and food fortification. Number four is promoting practice of delayed cord clamping by at least 3 minutes or until cord pulsation ceases in all health facility deliveries, followed by early initiation of breastfeeding within 1 hour of birth. Then fourth intervention under anemia in Mukt Bharat is testing and treatment of anemia with focus on pregnant women and school-going adolescents. Okay, for children 6 to 59 months of age, for mild and moderate anemia group children, 3 milligram of iron and iron per kg per day for 2 months. Okay, that's a treatment modality for mild and moderate anemia for children 6 to 59 months of age. 3 milligram of iron per kg per day for 2 months. For children 6 to 12 months, 1 ml IFA syrup once a day. For children 1 to 3 years, 1.5 ml IFA syrup once a day. For children 3 to 5 years, 2 ml IFA syrup once a day. Okay, these are the dose of iron for children 6 to 59 months for mild and moderate anemia. And there's a follow-up needed for all treatment cases, that is every month by ANM at VHND. VHND is Village Health and Nutrition Days. Okay, every month by ANM at Village Health and Nutrition Days, and hemoglobin estimation after 2 months for completing 2 months of treatment to document hemoglobin more than or equal to 11 gram per deciliter. Then monitoring by ASHA for complaints of IFA syrup every 14 days for a period of 2 months. Okay, for a treatment of 2 months is needed for a mild and moderate anemia. And if hemoglobin levels have improved to normal level, discontinue the treatment, but we have to continue with prophylactic IFA dose, which I mentioned in the previous slides. Okay, and if no improvement after the first level of treatment, after this treatment, we have to refer the child to first referral unit or district hospital. And for severe cases, in the initially itself, refer urgently the child to district hospital or first referral unit. For children belongs to 5 to 9 years of age, for mild and moderate anemia, we have to give 3 milligram of iron per kg per day for 2 months. Okay, 3 milligram of iron per kg per day for 2 months. And here we have to do one thing, that parents have to ensure follow-up of children up to 30 days and 60 days at nearest sub-center or health facility, and also followed by A&M or lady health visitor or multi-purpose worker of designated as areas feasible, and hemoglobin estimation after completing 2 months of treatment to document hemoglobin more than or equal to 11.5 gram per deciliter. And if hemoglobin levels have not improved to normal level, we have to discontinue treatment and continue with prophylactic IFA dose. That is, if hemoglobin levels come to normal level, we have to discontinue treatment and continue with prophylactic IFA dose. And in case the child has not improved with this treatment, we have to refer the child to first referral unit or district hospital. And in case of severe anemia, in the initial days itself, initial moment itself, we have to refer urgently to district hospital or first referral unit. And for adolescents, for mild and moderate anemia, we have to give 2 iron and folic acid tablets, each containing 60 milligram of elemental iron and 500 microgram folic acid once daily for 3 months orally after meals. Okay, for 3 months we have to give. For other scenarios, we have to give treatment for 2 months. For from adolescent onwards, we have to treat for 3 months once daily 2 IFA tablets. Okay, and follow-up has to be done by A&M or LHV or multi-purpose health worker of designated area as feasible for the state. And parents have to do one thing, that they have to ensure follow-up of adolescents after 45 days to 90 days at the nearest sub-center or health facility. And if hemoglobins have come to normal level, we can discontinue treatment and continue with prophylactic IFA dose. And if no improvement after 3 months of treatment, we have to refer to higher facility. And again, for severe anemia also, in the initial moments itself, we have to refer the adolescents to higher center. For pregnant women, we have to give treatment like this. We have to give 2 tablets of iron and folic acid tablet, each containing 60 milligram of elemental iron and 500 microgram folic acid daily orally have to be given. And for parental iron, that is IV iron sucrose or ferric carboxy maltose, that is FCM, may be considered as the first line of management in pregnant women who are detected to be anemic late in pregnancy or in whom compliance is likely to be low. Okay, in those scenarios, parental iron we have to prefer. And every 2 months for compliance of treatment by health provider during the contact, that is antenatal care period, a follow-up has to be done for every 2 months by healthcare provider. And if hemoglobin have come to normal level, discontinue the treatment and continue with prophylactic IFA dose. And if no improvement after 1 month of treatment, that is less than 1 gram per deciliter increase after 1 month of treatment, we have to refer first referral unit or district hospital. And if in case of severe anemia, we have to refer to higher center as early as possible. And fifth intervention under Anemia Mukta Bharat is mandatory provision of IFA fortified foods in government funded health programs. That is, mandatory to provide fortified wheat, rice containing iron, folic acid and vitamin B12, and double fortified salt containing iodine and iron, and oil containing vitamin and vitamin A and D, which is served under, these are the foodstuffs served under ICDS and midday meal schemes to address micronutrient deficiencies. But it must be as per standards by FSSAI, that is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India 2016. As per standards of FSSAI 2016, we have to fortify the wheat, rice and oil correspondingly. Okay, these are the mandatory provision of IFA fortified foods in government funded health programs. And sixth intervention under this program is intensifying awareness, screening and treatment of non-nutritional causes of anemia in endemic pockets. For in case of malaria, we have to simultaneously test for malaria and anemia in the identified malaria endemic regions. Okay, these two testing will be integrated. Okay, whenever a patient comes with fever in endemic malaria endemic regions, we have to test for both malaria and anemia. Okay, and also in case of anemic, also in endemic areas, for malaria endemic areas we have to test for malaria. Okay, and secondly, treating malaria in pregnant women, and indoor residue spray before and after the monsoon season. Then long lasting insecticide nets in all high endemic areas should be provided. Okay, these are the things have to be do for malaria. And for hemoglobinopathies, these are the three things have to be done: premarital and preconception screening and counseling, discussions on non-nutritional causes of anemia in endemic districts, then screening integrated with ANC services, antenatal care services during the first trimester of pregnancies in the endemic districts. Then we have to refer to higher centers for further investigations, and if found positive, the husband is to be screened for carrier status. And if the couple is positive, found to be positive for hemoglobinopathies, we have to refer for prenatal diagnosis in higher center before 20 weeks of pregnancies. Then we have to give treatment appropriate as per national guidelines on prevention and control of hemoglobinopathies 2016, and treatment of anemia using parenteral iron administration is contraindicated in sickle cell disease patients. This one we have to remember. Okay, parenteral iron therapy is contraindicated in sickle cell disease patients. In case of fluorosis, we have to do safe drinking water and nutritional therapy to treat the people affected with problems of anemia due to fluorosis. Okay, these two combined approach we have to follow: safe drinking water and nutritional therapy. And there are one more strategy under Anemia Mukt Bharat, that is institutional mechanisms. Under this, 6 mechanisms are there. These are all things I will share with you in the next video. Okay. So today we have learned regarding first two six strategies under Anemia Mukt Bharat, that is 6 beneficiaries and 6 interventions under Anemia Mukt Bharat, and the 6 institution mechanisms I will share with you in the next class. Okay, so thank you all for watching my video. If you like this video, please share with your friends and also subscribe my channel, so that you will get all videos related to recent advances in medical field and when I'll upload in this channel. Okay, thank you all for watching. Thank you.